Does anybody out here need to have a conversation? Do you have a murder baby? Okay, do you want to talk about your murder baby? This is a safe space. Maybe don't tell me, but tell somebody. Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel. Watch with me, LB. I give you fun, fresh, blue. Where I give you fun, fresh, and funny ranch reviews and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. This is episode 2 of The Baby. Like this video if you would prefer your babies to not be demonic. I like my babies to be angelic, cute and fluffily and like swuggly and mushily, you know what I mean? Like that's how I enjoy my babies, but this is not that. So if you haven't seen episode 1, go check out episode 1. It was a lot of stuff that happened in episode 1 that is giving me contraceptives. You know what I'm saying? It's giving me abstaining, because if something like that could happen in real life, why chance it? So episode 2 opens up in confusion, just like episode 1 did. You see this guy with a tattoo of the word Bruv, B-R-U-V, on his knuckles. Now, if you know my UK folks with the Bruv, that's my sweet spot. I love me a good Bruv. This guy named his dog Bruv, and he's playing like with the dog, and he wants the dog to choose one hand or the other. One hand has a ball, one hand has a treat, and so the dog chooses the ball. He's playing with his dog at work. I don't know what kind of job that is in a restaurant that you could bring your dog to. It's like a cookie store or something like that, right? And so his name is Foos, and he's obsessed with his dog, and he loves his dog named Bruv. We also see there's a young lady that works there, and it's like the end of the day, and they getting ready to, close up shop. And the lady puts on a yellow raincoat. Now, I didn't mention this in the first episode of The Baby, that the lady who flung herself off the cliff rather than be with this child was wearing a yellow raincoat, just like the one in episode 2, because that's her. All right, that's the lady that was like, ain't no way. She's getting ready to put her raincoat on to leave, and a lady walks in the cookie store and is like, hey, can I have a cup of coffee? And the lady, the lady with the raincoat is like, no, we're about to go ahead and close. And the lady was like, please, I just need 5 minutes. Fools, the guy with the dog, is getting ready to leave, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna let you take care of that. I gotta go ahead and go, okay? So he puts his dog on a leash and is leaving, but when the dog goes past the baby's stroller, he barks at the baby. So the lady who came in has a little baby with her, okay? And we don't see the lady. We just see that she has a stroller and a baby in it, and the dog don't like it. Nah, if it's one thing I know for sure, animals and children, they close. They close to the spirit world, and they gonna let you know. If a baby don't like somebody, listen. And if animals start running away, follow their asses, because they know what's up, okay? So the dog was like, something is wrong. I don't like it. I'm gonna bark at you. And the guy Foods is like, come on, bro, don't do that. Nah, don't do that to the baby, whatever. The lady with the yellow raincoat, she brings out a cup of coffee and a cookie to the lady who was asking, for the coffee with the baby. And it is the demonic, creepy murder baby. All right. And murder baby sounds far-fetched, but not in this instance, because this baby is a homicidal maniac. It's been a fast progression with this baby, okay, on the scales of homicidal maniacdom, right? Give the lady the coffee and a cookie, and she goes in the bag to make sure everything is squared away. And she, she's not paying attention. She has like music, she's playing music, and she doesn't hear or see what's going on in the dining room. Ask me what's going on in the dining room, y'all. Now, the lady came in the door looking haggard. You hear me? Looking like she was rolled just over by some 18-wheeler tires. She takes a bite of the cookie. What happened? She choked on the cookie. She choking on the cookie. What the baby doing? That's what the baby doing. That's not me looking at you waiting for you to answer. That's what the baby doing. What? The lady struggling for dear life to get this cookie up out her throat. She hitting her chest, she hitting her stomach. She trying to throw herself over the chest. She ringing the bell that you ring for service, when you need somebody to come up to the front. And the lady doesn't hear anything in her ears, right? Because she got some music playing. So the lady finished doing what she's doing in the back of the kitchen and comes out to find the dining room tore up, because the lady was trying to save her own life, but she also finds that the lady dead on arrival. She done choked on one of these cookies. And the baby sitting in the stroller like, hey girl, I guess you my mama now. What's going on with you? How you feeling, mom? What's good? What kind of life we gonna live? Where we about to go? What we gonna do? The baby was just looking so satisfied in the stroller. Who is the casting person of this baby? Who are the parents of this baby? And did they CGI something on this baby's face? Because if not, I would definitely be scared of my baby. Take it away, sir. I don't want it. No, this ain't what the Lord meant for my life. I don't believe so. So the lady done died in the dining room. Okay, so this, just put a little pin right there. All right. So now we get back to poor Natasha. Now, you getting loose today. Get down right now. All right now, I done had about enough of you. You about to go in your bed and go to timeout because I'm not playing. The baby just staying all in her pupils, huh? Staying into her deepest, darkest part of her soul, right? Baby just looking. Baby ain't take a nap. Baby ain't pee. Baby ain't asked for no food. Baby ain't do nothing. Baby got the same clothes on from like 4 days ago. And the baby just is content and happy, okay? So Natasha is like, you know what? I need some backup. Let me call Rita over here. Rita's one of the best friends, right? So Rita's like, hey, girl, what's going on? And Natasha's like, listen, let me give me some coffee. I need to just process my thoughts. We got to talk about it. And Rita, you know, the best friend is like, all right, bet. I'm gonna kick you with the baby. And then Rita's like, you know what? You need a little rest. Let me take the baby for a walk. And then, you know, I'm gonna come back and then you'll have a little time to rest and you gonna, you know, he gonna kick you with his TT and you gonna have some rest time and it's gonna be fine. We have not had any confirmation about the homicidal tendencies of this baby. But when Natasha comes and sees that her best friend is holding the murder baby, she completely freaks out. She's like, girl, let me save you, sis. Let me save you. I'm not gonna lose my best friend to this bald head baby over here. Ain't no way. So she's trying to convince Rita that that's not her baby, which is not. But Rita is like, sis, this is your baby. Like this is your baby. You've had this baby. People think that's her child. Tasha's the only one that thinks that the murder baby is actually a murder baby. How this is occurring, I don't know. How did that baby make a boulder fall on these people's head in the middle of the woods, child? I don't know. And once again, the baby just is content. The baby don't have no sustenance. Just thriving off of pure murder. You know what I'm saying, Natasha? This is your burden now, sis. I'm so sorry for that. I'm sorry to this man, okay? Because that's your baby now. You got to carry that murder baby on your back, okay? Take it down. You got to go down with the ship. When Natasha was in a police station in episode 1, they said that the person who fell off the cliff, they identified her by a name, right? And they said that, you know, where she was from. So Natasha is like, okay, I'm going to find where this girl was from and get your ass back, baby, because I don't have time. So she goes to the cookie station or whatever. You know, the part of the episode with the lady that choked on the cookie, that was before, you know, Natasha got the baby. Because the baby, that's how the baby be moving. You know what I'm saying? That's how the baby maneuver around the world. You just go from, it's a parasite. You know what I'm saying? You go from one host to the other. So the baby rolled in there with the lady that looked like she got rolled over by the 18-wheeler tires that choked on the cookie. Then the poor baby that worked at the cookie shop with the yellow jacket, that's where the baby went next. Then when she fell off the cliff and fell 3 feet from Natasha, bless her heart, that's how the baby got with Natasha. The baby just be moving around on a murder train. Natasha goes back to the cookie place and is talking to the guy. I mean, what's going on with your coworker that passed away? And the guy fools is like, listen, this lady came in and choked on this cookie and she just wasn't the same after that. And then the next thing you know, they told me she had passed away. And so they, you know, he really doesn't have the information. He doesn't know what's going on. Now the baby decides to poop, okay, in the middle of the cookie place. And Natasha don't have a car seat, diaper bag, diapers, wipes, changing, ointment, baby ointment, pot, nothing. She don't have nothing. She holding the baby literally like a sack of potatoes. She holding the baby like a rifle, like under her arm, like just in this general vicinity, right? She takes the baby to the changing station, but my girl don't know how to change the diaper. And the baby has a blowout, all right? And the baby's blowout, she didn't know, I don't understand why she was changing the diaper this way, but she took it and it got on her hand. And so she rubbed the poop off with the diaper. But when she did that, more poop got on her hand. So she took another part of the diaper and rubbed it off to get the poop off. But every time she rubbed it, more poop would get on her hands. And I'm like, is this like supernatural shit is what we dealing with? Because literally every time she tried to remove it, it got worse. and she didn't know what to do. And so the guy fools heard her struggling and came in and changed the baby shitty diaper, okay? And he was like, listen, I got nieces and nephews. I do this all the time. I do it in my sleep. They finished changing the baby's diaper, and they see, you know, Natasha sees a little camera in the corner. And she's like, dog, do you have the footage, you know, the footage of the camera from that day? And he's like, yeah, I guess so. And he looked at it and he sees that the lady that choked and died had a baby, and the baby was the murder baby. It was the murder baby. So she has proof that the murder baby went from the cookie dying lady to the yellow raincoat lady, now to her. The baby over here smirking like Billy D. Williams, and I don't appreciate it. You don't have to live this kind of life. We can get you some talk therapy, even though you don't know how to talk. We can get you some meds, you heard me, and then we can get this homicidal demon up off of you, because you got to do something better with yourself, baby. You've been in this world about 200 days, and you done already killed 8 people. What is going on? Let's have a talk, little baby. Matter of fact, don't say shit to me, little baby. I'll take that back. I'm gonna rewind that. The baby puts his eyes on the dog, on Bruv. Nah, do I even need to say it, folks? Why the baby, through some kind of telekinesis, all right, makes the ball, the dog's toy, roll out the restaurant, down a hallway, across a highway, and stop dead in the middle of a 4-lane highway. Gets the thing, the cars are swerving and all kind of stuff is happening, and there, you know, the owner, Foos, and Natasha are talking. The dog made it to the ball, got the ball safely. But when Foos realized that the dog had gotten out, he went out to the street, and as soon as he laid eyes on his dog got run over by an 18-wheeler truck, y'all. The dog got flattened by an 18-wheeler truck, and it had all the juices and berries of the dog in the middle of the street, and we ain't need to see that. And the poor man was devastated, because that was his best friend. He got a tattoo with a dog name on his knuckles, bruh. You got to be really about something. So whatever this is that go right here, you got to be really about that life. Bruv done went on home to glory. And the baby just looks so completely satisfied about his work that he did for the day. And Natasha, the whole time, I know I'm not your mama, and you know I'm not your mama, but guess what? You're not about to play with my mind. We gonna get to the crux of this situation. I'm gonna get you up out of my house. And so she started fussing at the baby like, why you killed that dog, bro? You don't just be killing dogs like that. What you doing with yourself? So she gets back to her apartment, and she's like, you know what? Let me do something constructive, okay? Because she can't get rid of the damn baby. Don't nobody want to take the baby. The baby keep popping up. So she take the baby home. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna clean up. Let me feed this goddamn child. I'ma do right by the baby, and maybe the baby won't kill me. Make the baby some purees, potatoes, stuff, and on a nice little presentation. You know, a chef is all about the presentation. She made like a little rainbow swizzle on a plate, fed the baby up. She was like, all right, baby, bruh, let me just get a second. I'm gonna go in the room, you stay here, and you just be cool how you be cool. Why she turn around, the baby done left, like, I'm talking about like a second. Like, she left the baby in the little waste paper basket or whatever the hell she been carrying it in. Walks 4 feet to the door, closes it. By the time she gets to the bed and turns around and sit down, the baby looking at her like, the baby really had a look on his face like, why do you keep trying to leave me, girl? We are a unit. You didn't remember when I had told you that? So we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna put you over here. And then I'm gonna go way over here behind 3 doors. My girl closed a set of little double doors. She closed the bedroom door, and she closed the bathroom door. And where you think the baby was? Shot in the dog. Where you think the baby was at? The baby said, bitch, how many times I got to tell you? Girl. So she's at her house. She gets a knock at the door. She gets like a little envelope on the floor, and there's nobody there. She gets like a little USB, like a little, puts it in the computer, and it's like maybe 20 pictures. And she clicks on the first picture, and she sees a picture. It's a black and white picture of a lady with the murder baby. And it's like 20 or 25 pictures of different women from different decades and different times with the murder baby wearing the same damn clothes for like 60 years. I'm talking about we got like one lady was dressed like I Dream of Jeannie. That's the 60s. And then another lady was dressed like Kurt Cobain from the 90s. And then we in the 2022s, and she's seeing the pictures. And while she's seeing the pictures and like realizing that something is amok, the baby is joked out. You hear me? The baby was like, girl, you finally see. Woo! It was taking you so long to get the clear understanding, sis, but now you understand. So she panicked. She's like, you know what? I'm getting rid of your ass. You gonna have to die, baby. This can't go on. We can't do this. So she packed the baby up, and she got a good heart because she brought the baby a blanket. At this point, you could let his ass freeze. So she brings it and drives it into the middle of nowhere, into like this field of like green trees or whatever. Get it how you live, little baby. She hears the baby crying and goes back for the baby and apologizes to the baby. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I shouldn't have left you. That was my bad. I shouldn't have did that. Girl, leave that baby in the woods. I feel like that's okay. I feel like when you get to the pearly gates here, be like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you did. They gonna roll that beautiful bean footage when you get to the pearly gates and just be like, I get it. Come on in, sis. You want something to eat? You hungry? You been through a lot. Let me get you a little something. And then they're gonna let you into heaven. They ain't gonna be mad if you left a crazy murder baby in the woods. So she get back in her car after pre-abandoning the baby. And she closes the door and she's like relieved to have the baby back. And I'm like, is this a part of the baby spell? Like, is this a part of the... She's sitting in the car and she's like breathing heavy because she was running all around this big ass field trying to find this murder baby. And somebody in her back seat says, we need to talk. And she is startled and looks back. And it's the raggedy Leatherface lady that was smoking a cigarette that told her don't smoke in the house, but was smoking in the house from episode 1. Girl. So now I'm thinking, okay, did everybody go to that house? Because does the house have something to do with it? Because if that's the case, then why didn't the Leatherface lady have the thing? And that's, I don't mean to call that lady Leatherface. I shouldn't have called her. She just had a bad attitude. You know, not the actual person that got a Leatherface, just the character. But the character face is the main person face. I'm sorry to the Leatherface community. I ain't mean it. Bitch, you didn't want to tell me what was going on before? And how you got in my car? And how you knew I was going to be in this random field in the middle of West Essex, Town, London? Okay, I got questions. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. But comment down below and let me know what you thought of the baby, okay? Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to check y'all on the next one. Bye.